Hello, you're through to Femme Corporate. This is Julia in the family department.
B in the aviation department.
And D Zion in the mental health department. And today we have with us
Sasha.
Lucy.
Yeah, that was a fast one.
Lucy.
We're excited to be here.
Yeah.
Our first visual episode.
What was it? Vodcast.
Podcast.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, man, you know
Yeah.
there's terms out here.
Wow.
There's terms. Get accustomed, honey.
You guys are part of FXC history.
Oh my god.
This is so exciting.
The first one ever as well.
Exactly.
I feel privileged. I'd like to thank my mum.
You better.
But I like it because sometimes when we're explaining stories, we can see each other. We're doing all of this stuff and no one can see us.
Especially with the lockdown. So we were recording in person at first.
Yeah.
And then lockdown we started recording, but like we'd have Zoom, but record like audio. So we'd be on Zoom like
Actually,
get
it
our
was actually-
expressions.
Like, I'm next, okay? Don't talk over me. Watch us not do anything today.
I like it because I know when you're talking, I can remember, like, I know what you guys are doing. And so
Yeah.
they need to see what you guys are doing.
When you're best behavior.
Best
I'm
behaviour,
seeing
guys.
the behaviour
Today.
and the faces you don't put, they
I'm
need
so
to see
done.
it. They need to see it.
Right, so let's do a little icebreaker.
I'm ready.
As you lot know, I love TikTok, so we're gonna do a little TikTok. That's what they need to see. See, we're gonna do like a little TikTok game. You know when it's like put a finger down if.
Yeah.
Now put a finger down.
Wait, hold on. Let me see how many
Yeah.
fingers we need.
1, 2, 3, 4. Probably about
How many?
8.
We need 7.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna think of 10. I'm gonna
Alright,
think
okay.
of
You're
3
gonna add
more.
3
Yeah,
more
yeah,
at the
yeah.
end, right?
Okay.
I
But
trust
bear
you.
with me though. No
She
pressure.
good.
Right, I want to see your hands, girls. Right, all right. So, put a finger down if you've ever gone to a house party uninvited.
Oh, hell yeah. Girl, I've been there.
Have
And you were with
you?
me. What are you talking about?
What
We've done this so many times.
Where
Put their
did we
finger
go?
down. Lucy, your finger
Wait,
down.
no, but when did we go?
We've been to so
No.
many house parties uninvited.
I'm not putting it down to
No, she knows. She knows she has. Put it down. I
Wait,
don't
as in
remember,
you
but I know we
personally
have.
being invited?
In uni, we have.
Yeah, no, but personally, because if it's someone who someone knows, then it's like, man, we're all
Oh, yeah,
invited.
No, that's
Yeah.
not an invite.
Is
That's
that
a
me?
person-
They
I'm
didn't
scared
try
of
to
disgrace.
That's
That's what I'm saying. It's good to have shame.
No,
Alright,
you,
cool.
anyone could roll
I've
through
been
that.
told to put it down, so I'll put it down. Cool.
Thank you for the honesty. Put a finger down if you have ever run out of a cab.
Oh, hell no.
Oh,
That's real
Berkey's-
ghetto.
Oh!
I've done
Oh, you
it.
must share. You must
Really?
share.
I've done it and I almost got run over that day.
And
Like
rightfully
almost
so.
died
No.
that day.
You should've
It wasn't
given a
even
man
in
his
this
way.
country and he was planning
Yeah.
to murder us from before we even ran.
Let's
So can I
distinguish the two.
Hold on. Let
Two
me just
different
even
experiences.
clarify.
You ran out of a cab in a different country.
Hold on, let me just clarify something, yeah? Because it's not that I ran because I didn't want to pay.
She said,
We got bands, okay? It's the fact that he was planning to murder us, yeah?
Okay.
And he was trying to take us to somewhere where he could murder us, but we're too quick.
Did he
Do you know
tell
what
you
I mean? No, he didn't say it, but obviously
But you
can
felt
see-
it.
Like
we
we,
tried.
okay, no, let me explain because no.
Okay.
So
Can I put my hands down?
In there.
Because
no, it's not gonna.
You see when
It's
you're in
not
church
gonna
and
be
they're like,
long.
raise your
I just
hand.
want you lot to understand. Let's say your route is going like this. Yeah, he's going like this. Excuse me, where are you taking us? Shut up! Shut up!
Not
Of course
up.
he's gonna. Of course he's gonna murder us. I had to run, so. Yeah.
I didn't do that. I left my phone in the cab
I
and
remember
I went
this
to go
story.
and get it, and he was like, he's gonna charge me £10 to get it, and I said £10. Okay, let's go to the cash point. I withdrew the £10. I got back in the cab, and as soon as we pulled up our keys, I was like,
Did you not rip your dressing gown?
yeah, he had me buy my gown, like, and he wouldn't let go. You just see me like this,
So dumb.
darting across keys,
Wait.
and then security came banging on my door like boom, boom, boom. He said you owe him money. I was like, I've been attacked. I've been attacked. So I gave him £5.
So you basically.
so you still
paid.
took the L.
Yeah, I
This
did. I wanted my phone back.
After all that. Oh my days.
I'll take it.
All right, next one. Never have I ever done the walk of shame.
Good child.
I'm looking at everyone's face. Like,
I've not done it though. I'm not gonna
At my
lie.
friend's house, yeah, if like I sleep over. If I'm at my friend's house, then it's different, innit? Like if I leave your house at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
So I'll put it down for that sake.
okay.
Alright, fair enough.
Mm.
Mine goes down.
Right, who's losing so far?
I'm gonna bring mine back up.
Is it me? It's not me.
No, I
what
swear
are
that
you
other
saying?
finger was down.
Honey,
Have we not even
I've
gone
got-
through three questions?
3, yeah.
With Danielle?
Yeah, I've done two.
Ooh.
I ain't got bands, so we
Alright.
can walk.
That round.
Right, put a finger down if you've ever paid someone else to do your assignment.
Nah.
I was too
Nah,
broke
there's
for
levels
that.
to this, man.
Legit. What was I gonna pay with? Bitcoin.
Okay, but people were doing that though.
Yeah.
It was internationals, no?
Not
Yeah.
even internationals, normal people
No,
were
you know
doing
the
it
ones
as
when
well.
they start
Not me
following
not
on
calling them
Insta and Twitter and all.
Are those pages real though? Those
No, some of
pages?
them are like, £250 to do your assignment.
I would have
Oh,
done it,
yeah.
but
But like, do they study the course? How do they know how to
It's
pass?
that part for me.
it's like you know, like when you cram everything in, they're able to do it within, but you have to do it within a set amount of time. If you don't give it to them within a
you
reasonable
sound
time.
kind of experienced, like.
Like she has the
You
page
said
or she's
inquiries.
used it. It's one of the
Yeah.
No,
You
I
pay
know
150
someone
at
who
the
used to
start.
do it. I know someone who used to do
Alright,
it.
someone.
But it takes the piss when you
Put your
pay
finger
and you
down.
don't even get a first. You get like a third,
Yeah.
It
two
sounds
one.
like- yeah, no.
Third.
Yeah, no,
No, I
people
want a
have
refund.
actually-
Hello?
I want a
I've
refund.
heard, you know.
All right, put a finger down if you've ever flirted with a lecturer. Yes, Marios.
Oh, he was a babe.
Oh, wow.
Do you not
No.
remember
Wait,
Mario?
He was really good looking, but...
Put a
Big
finger
deal
down
of
if
the
you've
functioning
ever
of the
Even
flirted
law,
with
company
a
law,
lecturer.
yeah.
Flirted with a lecturer. That's
Yeah, no,
wild.
Marius
You lot didn't
Sweet
flirt
one.
with Marios.
No, I did.
With Karen. I love her so
Oh,
much.
hell no.
Oh, I love
Huh?
her.
Marius.
EU and company law.
Company
Nuh-uh.
law.
Did you not do that? We all did.
I'm saying I didn't flirt with him.
Oh,
I was
Lord.
gonna say- I thought you were saying you never flirted with him. You're shaming me. You're shaming me.
I love him. I followed him on LinkedIn.
Did
the
you?
other
Oh, did
day,
you? You
yeah.
mean it?
Oh,
Yeah. He accepted it straight away. You must remember me.
Okay.
left a mark.
Right.
Yes.
Put a finger down if you've ever stolen exam notes in the library.
Oh, child.
When was that?
Come on, be putting it down. Hey, Julia, yeah. Julia will come and be like, oh, I got some notes from you. I was like, where'd you get the notes from? Oh, it's by the printer. It's by the printer. It's by the printer. She'll photocopy for all of us, but I was not that mentally there, so
Oh my god. It gets like that.
I've lived a different life.
It actually gets like
Damn, so you were getting those grades legit.
I don't know, guys.
I feel like I've done it. Have I done that?
you were part of the people I was putting in before you talking about.
Yeah, but I didn't make the decision
Girl,
to
you
take
took
it.
it, though.
That's all you. I'm keeping my finger up. Right. Put a finger down if you've ever carried on writing after the examiner said stop.
Everybody, you don't even.
Few seconds, innit?
Wait, how many
Few
has...
seconds. I'm pretty sure I've seen you, Lucy, going in, bro.
Lucy, no. Have you seen
You
Lucy in
kinda-
exams? I actually remember.
You running out of fingers?
Huh?
come
You running out of
serious.
fingers?
Nah, I'm good. Look at that. Hold on. How am I the same as you? Then I need to put
No,
mine up.
How can you calculate it like that? Because
Because
it's the same as me.
you had like 4 down when I,
I had
2.
3. This is my now 4th.
Yeah, exactly. I had 2.
Oh, whatever. The cameras don't lie.
And I don't
The
trust
cameras
her.
don't lie.
I don't trust you either.
Did I not have the
No,
right
she's
hand?
got 4.
Alright.
You stop cheating. That's what you
I thought
need
you
to
got
stop
bands,
doing.
man. Pay for the drink.
In
man.
it?
Come on. It's live.
No pressure.
Put a finger down if you've ever cheated on a test.
In my
At
whole
uni
life
or-
or at uni?
Is this...
Let's say at uni.
No,
Let's
you
say
know,
at
No,
I
uni,
don't
I was
have
too
the
scared.
energy. No.
I don't know how I would have done it. Like,
Can you imagine going home to tell your mum that you got
Do you know what? I think I tried, but I didn't have the balls to do
I didn't
it.
have the confidence.
No.
I think I tried though. I'm
You
just
can't
trying to
even
remember.
try and stretch your eye, like, just the fear that they're gonna rip up your paper.
No, I remember I had an exam and this guy wrote all on his arm and the stress and the sweat.
Ooh, have I done that?
He whacked it all up anyway.
I might have written, you know.
No.
That's what I'm thinking. I think I've done that, you know.
I feel
I'm going to
like
put
you've
it down.
written, yeah.
No, you don't know that.
Out of us three, it's definitely.
Yeah.
Wait, why is it different me?
Because that's just something
sorry,
you do.
I'm the most scared of everything out of all of us, first of all.
Says the person that ran out of a cab
In a different
abroad.
country.
I
Yeah.
would never.
Yeah.
I'd let him murder me.
So following from that question, never have I ever cheated off the person next to me.
at uni.
I keep saying never have I ever. Put a finger down. Maybe in your whole life.
Yeah, facts.
Whole life?
How would I get
I
through?
can't see,
education?
bro.
No, I haven't done that. I
Never.
literally
Can't
can't.
see.
Next to me. I can't see.
Maths. You know I've got this calculia, and I just used to reach over, and I had this thing. There was this Ghanaian girl that used to sit in front of me, and if I knocked twice on the table, she pushes it to the side, and I look, and then I'm like,
No, we used to do the coughing thing.
Coughing as well, yeah.
Yeah, okay, maybe I have.
Bro.
Did you put your finger down there?
Yeah, I did.
Well, you didn't because that should be.
This is a farm, so I can't put it down. Okay, Beatrice.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. Just checking.
I've got 5 fingers.
All right, I need to think of one more.
Slept at the library.
Slept.
Oh,
yeah.
Didn't we all?
Yeah.
There were times where it was tight.
We used to bring blankets.
we used
That's
to
actually
bring
the ghetto.
blankets,
That's
set
actually
up the
ghetto.
whole chair,
Oh
and
my
we would
gosh.
have shifts.
Yeah, it was that chair in
Yeah.
Siberad.
Do you know how dirty that chair must have been? Ugh.
So many people sleeping on
God.
it.
So I've got 5 fingers up. Julia's got 4. Danielle's got 4.
I've got 5.
Sasha had the lowest at the beginning.
No way. No way.
Sasha's got 5.
Queen,
Lucy's
I'm
got
slowly
7.
doing this.
Lucy's got 7.
Some of these things I cannot relate to.
She
I've
said a
got-
different
You're
life.
old cat. Cat.
Right.
I'm just tired, Sha.
No,
Does that mean we get to split the bill?
no, I'm trying to think of one way that you lot can, because there's a certain person that I want to pay.
Everyone man is Beatrice on the round.
Yeah.
Never have I ever. Oh, put a finger down. Sorry if you've ever snitched on someone else at work.
I was just listening to you guys talk about this and I was laughing.
Have I snitched on someone? I don't know.
You lot work together.
Who did I snitch on?
That's
Wait,
why
who
you
did
lot
I
have
snitch
there.
on?
That's what you lot have there. Both of you know.
Who did I snitch
This
on?
is not about me. I feel like you defo have. But
You're talking about it's not about you. Do you want me to remind you of the last time you snitched on someone? I was there live.
sorry, both of you have 4 fingers up. I had 5.
I've never snitched on anyone.
No, I don't
Why
Why have you got
Snitching.
5 fingers up? Can you put one down, please?
Why do I have 5? I swear I was only on this.
No, you had 4.
No, we
Oh,
had
slept
4.
in the library. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I haven't snitched.
I feel like you have, but
She definitely had.
Who did I snitch on?
That job, man.
If I snitch, B snitched too.
yeah, no, she definitely did.
She
She
definitely
probably
did.
led it.
The last day, Beatrice, remember that speech you done? You snitched. You snitched. She said everything, boy. She was not being shy.
Never have I. Why didn't we just do never have I ever? What's it
Put a
called?
finger
Put a
down.
finger down if you faked calling in sick to work.
No.
Yeah, alright, cool.
You've never faked it.
Jokes on design.
Not even to get your hair done or
This
anything.
girl goes
I'm
to
not
work at
like
3
you.
a.m, man. How can
Actually, I
you
know
be
it's
in
I'm
the
true.
actually
street?
not like
Jobaholic.
you.
Right, cool. What are you guys ordering?
What,
Order a
innit?
sex on the
Kirkland,
beach.
Kirkland.
No, I
Not
want,
Costco water.
I want to actually no. I want a strawberry daiquiri, please. I'm gonna write that down.
See why you should have drafting skills, guys, because I should have said minus the Femme Corporate Podcast.
These are our friends. We met them in uni, and they have some very interesting memories of us,
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
or who we used to be, shall we say?
How, like, when did we first meet each other?
Sasha was one of the first people that I met. Yeah.
First
So-
night of uni.
Yeah, it was me, Sasha, and one other person, like
What was
in
the
a
first time
friendship
we
group.
Swears?
No, it wasn't. We were trying to find.
I didn't make
squares.
it, but-
Yeah, Sasha got
I
to
didn't make it, but
It was. I think it was squares, but we couldn't find it.
yeah.
Which is weird because I lived on campus.
Right, yeah.
But yeah,
Did
me
you
and
live in Southport as well?
No, I was in Meadows.
Meadows.
Oh, yeah.
I was in
course.
Meadows.
Lucy,
So-
where was your accommodation?
Keys? Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
Julia, where was yours?
Oh hell no!
It's on
I
desert
lived in Forest
The
Road.
trenches.
Yeah, Forest Road was the real ghetto.
I don't know. I would have. Obviously, I met you.
I met you
during
at
Freshers
church.
Week. Church.
And I met Lucy on the induction day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so before I met you outside Domino's with Priscilla. It was so strange because I didn't know who you were, but I think Priscilla had met you before.
Oh, okay.
And then I
now
said
I'm
hi
trying to
to
think where I met Priscilla.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
where
I think I met
guys.
you through Priscilla
Yeah.
as well.
Probably lecture.
Yeah.
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 But I
It's
feel like
probably
I'd have met
someone's-
you, Danya, with Temmie.
Yeah.
I feel like Temmie would have been one who's like,
probs.
it's my friend. Yeah.
In uni anyway, as soon as she remembers, because we all did law at undergrad, yeah, put
Mm.
it out there.
Yeah.
I feel like when you see a familiar face anyway on campus, it's kind of like
Yeah.
until you're allowed to say hello properly,
Yeah.
until you're allowed to greet.
Oh, I've seen you before. I saw you in
so
Tesco.
yeah.
Oh.
So,
I'm sorry, you were saying my bad.
what's it called? I was gonna ask everybody, what's your favorite uni memory, and what's your worst uni memory?
Who wants to go first?
I feel like there's so
I
many.
feel
It's
like
hard
uni
to
was
pick,
so
innit?
far away though.
Yeah.
My favourite uni memory was first year, all of it, all together.
Yeah.
It just lit.
The whole
Mine was
thing.
second year.
Really?
Same.
I absolutely loved second year.
I
I
think
think
because
because I was
getting a
feeling,
bit serious, though,
I
innit?
mean, we were, but like there was so much enjoyment because
Yeah.
we were in our own space. We created it to be our own space and everything, and so
I
it
don't
was
remember
so
being
much
in a house.
fun.
I don't remember being in a house for real.
Really?
I don't remember. Like,
I mean, we used to like have dinner together. And
You
stuff
sound like
that.
some old man.
Yeah, like that's
We
it.
used to eat, but like we didn't go
And
out
we used to
as
work
much.
as well, so we weren't really at home too
Yeah,
you-
That's the only down.
You were working
Oh, yeah,
as if you had a
Ladbrokes.
you had children. I don't know what was going on there.
Ladbrokes,
She'll
you
just
don't
get
see
up from lecture
And I'll be like,
You just see us pacing.
and she'll be sliding through the aisles. Looking over her.
See you later. Fam, do you know where they used to take me? Not Colchester City, fam. Quay. I'll be seeing farms.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was
That's
working in
crazy.
Stratford at one
Money off your
point.
neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going back to
dead
London.
that.
Yeah.
Had to dead that. That's long. It wasn't that bad, but when you could work in Colchester,
Yeah. On campus is probably the best.
SU store girl.
SU stores. Everyone who worked in SU stores living life.
yeah.
Did you
I was
ever fill
living
out
life,
an
but it's
application?
annoying though, man.
I did no.
I
did
Actually,
fill
did
out
I?
an
I
application.
don't remember.
I didn't.
I
It's
did
like,
that. What's the one where like during the induction week you were working in like the tents outside? What was it? What was
Oh,
that?
I know what you're talking. I don't remember what it's called though.
The SU
Yeah.
helpers and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
SU whatever. That's what I did. But
Oh.
besides that, that
Or
was good
freshers
though.
helpers or
And the money
agents
was
or
so
something like that.
nice.
Really?
Yeah, no, the SU store bus
Yeah.
was
Lazy.
Honestly,
I was lazy.
you
What
weren't
else
that
were
lazy,
we-
bro. You were traveling to farms to work.
Yeah, but not my
After
first year.
lecture.
Yeah.
No, that was second year.
What was it? Oh,
Yeah.
First year I didn't work.
I don't think anyone did.
I
Wait,
No.
I used to go back on holidays.
Yeah, back home, yeah.
Well, I worked in Gap, yeah.
No,
That's
wait,
it.
Trace.
Yeah. Oh, we
Wait,
know you
Trace.
worked in
Oh, you have.
Girl, I worked in Gap. Like,
We
Whose
know.
tracksuit did you see on campus? It's her Gap
You know,
tracksuit.
and you didn't need to see her face. You just see the tracksuit. You
Julia.
know it's
Yeah.
Julia. You know.
I don't think I have a specific uni, like my favourite uni memory, but I just know I had so much fun in second year.
Yeah.
I had so much fun.
Yeah.
First year was fun, but second year was just different. I don't
We
know.
didn't even see her in second year, so what's she trying to say?
that's actually a good point, you
It's
know.
insulting still.
She moved
Yeah.
to where?
Say
Was it
more.
what's that
Maltings.
place? Oh yeah, Maltings.
It was
Yeah.
lit.
Raw.
So your favourite year was the year that you didn't see us, yeah?
Hold on,
Can I just say that on the record?
I said I had loads of fun
Nah, you said
in
your
first
birthday was
year.
fine.
But that was
But
second
second
year.
second year. I don't know.
That's animal.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
I hear it though.
I think
I'm
second
sorry.
year,
I'm glad you enjoyed yourself.
because I was driving as well.
Ah,
So that
yes,
was like,
Sasha,
that
the
was
car.
it.
What?
That was,
Remember.
I
We've
was
got to go to
driving.
McDonald's. The rest of us.
We were begging
We could only-
hitchhiking.
it was the fact that we could go anywhere, anytime, and it would be so calm.
I
Like,
saw Asda once. Once.
Wait, where did you live in second year?
Mascot, no?
yeah, mascot.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. 'cause I was
52
thinking
Mascot
parking.
Square, baby.
I think
Yeah.
I went there like twice.
Was it 52 or
Wait, you
56?
lived nearby, no?
No, I lived in Hatra, so just past Malta.
Oh, Hatcher, I remember.
Wait, are you sure?
Yeah, second year.
And your
Then
third
year I lived
year.
in Mascot.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
I've
Yeah.
never heard of Hatcher
Mascot was
before.
perfect, man.
No.
Mascot Square.
Yeah, perfect.
That's like the
It
prime
was
of
Yeah.
Essex, if you get
lit.
it.
It was so lit. What's that house? Joseph and them man's house.
Oh,
There was that house.
Those house parties.
And then
where
yes,
everyone
no,
just
but
had
the one up the road from Joseph's bit, like.
Oh,
what was
right
that?
when you come near the bushes. When
Yeah.
And you walk
That
close
little
to that little
pathway,
way.
yeah.
Do you
They had the
remember, yeah?
stupidest house
They were
parties.
always partying.
There was
yeah.
one
Always.
house party that we went to, and we were bored, so we were just taking stuff, not because we needed it, but
Oh,
we
why
were
you gonna
just
tell- why
we
you
were
gonna tell
just
us
bored.
to
the things you guys did.
No, we were just bored. Like that party was so dead.
Right,
So-
since you're
Oh
going
my
there.
days.
Hold on, let me finish. So obviously we're putting things like we're just. It wasn't even. I
That's
think we
exactly
took
what I
one
was gonna
bottle,
say.
but we're putting things here. I think I got a couple too. I think it's
Nah,
shot
you had
glasses.
shot glasses.
And then where everyone's
Is this what I
outside.
taught you like how to do? Like,
Everyone's
Looks like
outside
these.
just chilling. All you hear is the shot glasses just falling.
Who's that? Who's that for? Who's that for?
We were just crushing them.
Oh my days.
Yeah.
I was involved. I don't think I picked up anything still.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who had the Jaeger? Was it
wasn't- It
Jägermeister?
wasn't me still. Whose room did it end up in?
People can
Whose room did it
lie.
end up in?
You gave it to
Whose
me for my
windowsill?
birthday.
Whose windowsill?
She gave you a stolen gift.
Yeah.
Liar.
Oh my
Yeah.
days.
Speaks to her character.
No.
What about your worst uni memory?
Oh, I know mine.
when
Mine-
my laptop died on me and I had a submission on the morning. Do you
When
remember
was
that
that?
day when I started crying on the floor?
No.
You don't remember? Danielle, I was screaming in that house. You don't remember?
Wait, what year was this?
The second year, I think.
What were you submitting?
It was one...
Criminal justice.
I don't remember, but I just remember... No, yeah. Then I ended up getting a first, and I was like, glory!
Yeah,
Testimony time!
I remember.
I was crying on the floor, flat out. I said, yeah, okay.
I hate when
done.
she's in distress because she just makes so much noise and you're trying to find a solution and she's like, I'm dead, I'm over. And you're just like, come on, let's think.
Mine was dissertation. I forgot to save. Autosave didn't come through for me.
No.
And I was standing in the library begging someone to push me down the stairs. So I had I promise you, I was there like, I think I was in the library with like Paul and Garfield, and I was like, I beg you, somebody push me, do something.
So you can say
So I can say extenuating
Wow.
Literally, I went from
How many days?
3 days. I had 7,000 words.
Oh my
By
days.
the time the laptop came back, I was on like 2,300.
Oh, the devil was a liar.
Girl.
No, but I feel like LB made you do those things. It made you go crazy.
But
made
it
us
also
do
taught you
crazy
that
things.
you can do it.
You
though.
can do
Yeah.
anything. Yeah.
So when did you end up submitting it?
So I submitted like 7,000 words. Then I tried to do extenuating circumstances for like the extra words, and they rejected it. And then I ended up getting 68%.
Nice.
But then I had my, do you know the presentation part?
Yeah.
So
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 that
then,
pushed
yeah,
you
and I
out.
ended up with
Look
74%.
at
Yeah.
Look at those.
Honestly.
And I think my nephew was born the day after as well. So
Double joy.
What a bouncing baby boy.
All the worst memories has to be surrounded.
Yeah,
around
mine
submission.
was.
Mine was.
Oh, go on.
No, go on. You're a
Mine
guest.
was. I had this flipping. Was it taught low? Taught low?
Oh,
Low.
low.
Top low.
Yes, the first mistake.
Sasha, that's one
Who
strike.
made that mistake last time? Was it Danielle?
Top low.
Oh, it's all gonna go downhill from now.
Yeah, you
She's
started
actually
it now.
started.
You know, like when you
Taught
drink
law.
and they tell you not to break the seal
Yeah,
because you
yeah,
always
yeah,
break
yeah,
it. That's
yeah.
what's gonna happen.
Okay, so taught law. I think it was this one little. He pissed me off. He basically already he was pissing me off because it was in the seminars. You know, we had like the little seminars with like 6 people in them. But he wasn't very helpful.
Is he the black one?
Yeah.
I remember him. Was he South
Yes.
African or
The South African
Yeah.
Malawi
No,
or whatever.
I think he was
from Malawi or
Kenyan.
something.
Oh.
I think he was Kenyan. And I swear he used to pick on the black people for the sake of it.
No, he hated us.
No, he hated us.
I remember him.
But yeah, him.
Me and B didn't go lectures.
You see where I'm looking at her like.
No, the seminars
But
can
he-
hold it. I can't cap.
So he marked my paper, and I remember it coming back and it's a 3rd. And I said, I know sometimes I haven't tried, but I have never done this bad.
Yeah.
Like the worst I've ever had was a 2-2, and it would usually be like a 57%, 58%. Do you know what I mean?
I was only
like
3%
nearly
off.
there.
It's
Do
not
you know what I mean? Like it's not
yeah.
only I can work it out.
Yeah.
But this one was a 3rd. I was like, no.
What's that, 40%?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the mic.
And so I went back to him and I was like, yo,
Sort it out.
we gotta look through this, okay? And we looked through it, the back page wasn't even marked. I said, I knew this man had a vendetta against
May
me.
the enemy never ever steal your destiny.
Listen.
like that.
No, I swear, if I had been that person that had been like shy to say something,
That was me.
that would have been my L. But I went back and I was like, excuse me,
That was
let's look
me.
through it. You tell me where you see a 3rd here, because never, not me. And so
I'm trying to remember what was that last module? Only one module in
Jurisprudence. That was the worst freaking module of my
Chalet.
Do you remember that day, Danielle? No, that day was not when we cried in the room. We cried in her room. We were all on the floor like, hey, they just ruined us.
What happened yet? No.
That day.
I was gonna meet Julie on campus. I was in my animal law lecture, right?
we did animal law.
Yeah, man.
Girl.
Elephants, freedom, man.
Elephant sanctuary. I remember you said
Freedom, man.
Guys, that's my totem.
What?
Can you
That's
talk to
my-
him?
In my culture, we take totems very seriously. So it's like an animal for your tribe kind of thing.
Yeah,
that.
freedom.
Yeah,
innit?
So elephants are my totems.
Yeah, we love elephants,
You didn't do
right?
animal law. You didn't do animal law.
You don't care about them elephants.
No, so I'm in lecture and I'm with my friend Yasmin. And she says, oh, results are out. Innit? It was her first,
Yeah,
innit?
yeah.
So she's opening it. Bear in mind that we were doing the same thing. You know when you're doing, yeah, what did you do for this paragraph?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. She's like, oh, 66. I'm like, oh my God, calm. I'm going to open up when I get home.
I'm
It's
getting
light.
PTSD from this
66.
story.
Cool. I bought Julie on campus. I think you had already opened yours.
My face was just that.
So she's already like, and she's like, and I'm like, oh Jesus. If me and Julia, this girl all did the same essay and there's 3 different results, then I'm actually pissed.
Nah.
Open man now, it was something like
It was in the 50s. I was looking at it like, are you mad?
Low 50.
during
In your third year, when you're trying to get a first, you can't give me
That's
a...
mad.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell no.
We
Yeah.
cried. I got it remarked. I went back to him.
Yeah.
I wish I did that.
No, remark is the thing. And then I went back and it came back like a 54. But I said, that's fine. As long as it's not a third.
Yeah.
I'll take
That's
it
from
14%.
14%.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I went
Exactly.
from 50 to like 68.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, I'm actually getting
No, I'm with you.
So I'm
on
getting
not
angry
speaking up.
because I remember in third year, my worst memory was I went to Nigeria, and I had international trade law. I had a submission.
That's a stupid subject.
So
They
I
dropped
was
it quick.
preparing. I know. I don't even know. Like, yeah.
Well, she didn't talk to us
To be
anyway,
fair,
so-
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, and I wouldn't mind doing that in practice.
Yeah.
But anyway, so cool. I had been preparing because I knew I would be in Nige. Even when I was on the plane, I'm writing my assignment. But then when it gets to me actually being in Nigeria, I get a cold, like towards the last week, and I kept falling asleep. So I kept telling my dad, like, you need to stay up with me whilst I'm doing my assignment because I keep falling asleep. But he fell asleep with me. We're both sleeping now.
He's only human.
I just had
He's
to,
only human.
I just had to hand in what I had, and I had the word count of 3,000 or whatever, but it just, the quality just wasn't there, and that was probably the worst grade I got within first, second, and third year, and it was too late. By the time I came back, too late to submit extenuating circumstances, and I didn't even go and remark it.
You should have, man.
You should have.
I know.
Because I feel like when you go back with it, they're always going to be like, okay, fine, we'll give you something. You know?
Yeah, no, because it was third year.
But they tried to put me off. They were like, you know, it can go down. I said, there's nothing lower.
Yeah, no, there really isn't.
Nothing lower.
There really isn't.
Isn't true.
Yeah, man. Started at 40%.
I was going to say about the time that I slept today.
Oh, you should have.
I was literally... I
You
told the
slept
story.
where?
How about
Literally
it? No,
told the
I
story.
will tell the story. I don't even remember what module
We
it
all
was.
had parts.
It was in first year, no?
I feel like it was EU.
No, it was...
Was it in first year? You lived in
EU.
Keys.
No,
yeah.
it was in first year.
EU coursework.
Right.
And it was the day after Big Clash.
Right. So Danielle decided to go and do, I don't know what, after
Late night chillings.
Beatties, I don't know.
My cousin came over.
Okay, her cousin
okay.
came over.
Okay.
Your what?
So-
Sorry.
My cousin.
Her cousin came over.
What kind of cousin is that?
So her cousin's now left in the morning, yeah, as she should, to go about her business. So obviously we're still in the library overnight, by the way. So we finished Big Clash, we went straight to the library. Danielle said she's going to go and chill with her cousins.
Wait. For context, yeah. You see where we will all be playing in the library. On this occasion, I had been doing the most. I had
She
all
had
my
been
references.
playing.
So basically, all I had to do was like 500 words left. So I'm,
Yeah,
it's,
no, this
I'm
one.
Yeah,
so
she
advanced,
prepared.
you know?
She prepared. She didn't play without.
I feel like I know the story.
Wait,
I
no,
know
we're
that
getting
story.
there.
I think you went the
I feel
library
like-
with
yeah.
So obviously we weren't in that position. Of
Yes.
course.
we went straight to the library.
The fallen can rise and the rise can
We
fall.
weren't in that position, of course, and we had to go to the library straight after Big Clash, with our makeup on, by the way, and we had to go and finish our essays.
We went with wipes,
everything. So we went
hot
there
water
now.
bottle, everything.
We were sitting there. We were trying to. It was getting to the morning. I think the submission was at 10. It was usually 10
Always.
online
No, I
and then
feel
12
like it
in
was
paper.
Always 10
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So 10 online,
Always
12 on
10
paper. So it's at 8, and I've started to call Danielle because I'm like,
We all was kind of like, wait, hold on. Has anyone heard from Danielle?
yeah.
Let me text her.
Yeah, so let me text. So I probably called this girl 100 times, and I'm not even being dramatic. Danielle, can you verify?
I couldn't even see when
I
woke
kept
up,
calling
man.
her. Kept
How
calling
many
her, kept
different
calling
people
her, kept
called
calling
her?
kept calling her.
I think about
Dana was
3.
also in the
What
library.
is it that made you sleep so much that you
The
couldn't?
devil.
That's what I want to know.
Oh,
What were you doing?
Do you know me?
What made you so tired?
You know me, yeah. I had bondage with sleep in first year. Like,
No,
I could
legit.
sleep
We
with
thank
fire
God for
alarms.
freedom.
We really did.
Like, yeah, like it was really
That's
bad.
crazy.
And then the only thing I remember is, so I actually got up when my cousin left. Yeah, she was like, "Wake up, and
Yeah.
jump on." Yeah,
Yeah.
because I think it was like a 5 a.m. coach she was taking back to Norwich. So I've jumped onto the desk now. She's trying to say the cousin story.
No, I'm just thinking of your thought process of seeing your bed behind you and thought, let me just
Fam.
go lay down.
Fam,
She
I
said
don't-
5-minute nap.
I didn't go in the beds. I didn't go in the bed.
Except for
They slept on my bed because it was my cousin and her friend. They slept on the bed. I slept on the floor because I'm always a nice host like that. So she's actually woken me up on the floor, like, get up and go on your desk. I've said cool and lay back down on the floor. So I'm actually sleeping on the floor.
Oh dear. No.
And then all I remember is hearing boom, boom, boom,
Yeah,
boom,
because
boom.
we had to tell Dana to go to Quayside.
First
where
time Dana
Danielle
lived in
So
Keys.
she tried to come to Daniel's, the hallway door, but it was locked. She couldn't get in. So she had to come to the window. That's
I
the
woke
only
And then
thing.
had to lift her up
I
or
woke up
like
like
throw
this.
her over the fence.
And I just said to Dana, I need a minute. Because I didn't even need to hear the judgment. Do you know what I mean? I just needed a minute. I called my dad. He said, say you took drowsy medication. I said, Dad, drowsy medication, yeah? Ew.
They always
So-
have the best ideas for extending. You know, when I was in
Should
that,
we bring it back?
let me not.
Yes, sorry.
Literally.
I get flashbacks of you thinking, cause she get gay.
Don't.
You're done.
Look at you admitted to it, man.
No, but you would
Yeah,
you would
that-
stand the three of you.
that-
Yeah. the
No,
one
it
who's
wasn't
looking at
me.
Papa.
It wasn't me.
Yes,
I didn't know
it
how to
ha-
do
the
it.
biggest
three of
kappa.
I did not know how to
But
do
you wanted to be
all
cute.
of the
She's a
Ghanaian
liar.
stuff that you would be doing. I'm Nigerian at the end of the day.
hold on.
I never knew how to do
BB,
it.
Three
BB.
of
No, let me just jog your
you.
memory. Just 2 weeks ago, what video did I send you? 2 weeks ago, what video did she know?
She
The
said, I
snap?
don't recall. Sorry,
Girl,
today.
you
I
can
probably
lie.
don't remember.
You didn't
Danielle, I'll
send
show
it to
you
me.
though.
Watch.
No, I'll show it after.
No.
I can see it. You know, Silver, the bit where like near the lake, that side where the pod
Oh,
thing
yeah,
is.
yeah.
Yeah, I can remember it so
If it's
well.
a game of it, I was there.
Why are you exposing? So you're doing too
No.
much.
If it was mums
She
and
said,
dads.
"Get, she get. You said, it.
The big
We were
she should
playing
be
mums and
taking, she's not taking.
Gosh,
No.
great memories.
Right, since we are all well acquainted with our experiences, what would you say your expectation was going into uni, like studying law as an undergrad? Because I know people would be like, wow, you're studying law, but how did you actually see it?
I feel like go on.
I thought criminal law, we'd have like mock trials
And at least keep
get dressed up and all that kind of stuff.
Because Essex pushed that mooting thing a lot.
Yeah,
when we
like,
first started, they're
yeah.
like, yeah, we have mooting stuff, and I was like, right.
They made it seem like it was compulsory or part of the lectures.
Yeah.
These times you have to sign up for
Yeah,
a whole
yeah.
society.
And you know,
That's
like
a lot.
Essex was like a unconventional rebels of a
Yeah,
cause.
rebels of a cause.
So
Yeah.
obviously, I thought like we'd come and we'd be like trailblazers doing different things from the traditional
Was that thing
universities.
that people say powerhouse?
Yeah, them
We are
kind of things,
powerhouse.
Don't they say that about churches?
Yeah. Powerhouse for your generation.
I think with me it was the actual studying part of law. I'm not gonna lie, like
You do study it.
I didn't. No, but I mean, like I've read and stuff, but I feel like prior to starting uni, it was very much, oh, you're studying law, you're gonna be reading a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
da-da-da.
that's what I was
Everyone's
gonna
But
say.
then when I was there, like I'm not gonna lie, I read when I had to write assignments, and it wasn't a
Yeah.
reading in terms of like, oh, I'm like leisurely reading. No, it was I'm looking for something.
I'm pressing Control F.
yeah, control
Finding the
the
words.
yeah, exactly. So I think that was
I didn't know there was essential reading before like your lectures and stuff like that in 2
Listen.
I just had the book. You know the one book. Yeah, you know there was one book for
The
each course.
thick.
That's all I didn't know there was extra.
And
Oh,
that
my
didn't even
God.
leave my room.
yeah.
I
It's
didn't leave
true,
my
but I
room.
think that's the defining factor of like third year and first year. Because when you have like your disso to write, baby,
That taught me
you
how
can't
to
be reading one book.
Yeah.
What do you
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, definitely.
Yeah.
I thought, and do you know what annoying me? I always say this. I feel like everything clicked in third year.
Yeah.
And that really irritates me because the grades that I was getting firsts, like majority of my modules, and high 2-1s. I'm like, how third year? Why was it then? I needed you back in second year, first year. Like
They don't teach you how to pass. That's the thing. Pass well. They just teach you hella content.
the content, yeah, and then
It's
figure
just
out the rest.
strictly content as well. No
Yeah.
revision tips, no nothing.
Yeah.
And
I
I
like
also
third year. Sorry, go on.
I also thought that I'd like enjoy the reading, if that makes sense. Like I'd be taking in all contract law, so
What,
in
you
the
by your
future,
bedside with a
yeah,
lamp?
when I'm drawing up contracts, I'll be like, yeah, I remember this from this lecture. But no, like you said, it was Control F.
Yeah.
Looking for a
Yeah.
specific
It was very
thing,
much control left.
scrolling, skim reading.
I felt like I learnt very quickly that you could be lazy and still get good grades.
Yes, yes, control.
And I wish I
F.
never knew that.
And once you know that, it's
I
downhill.
wish I
innit?
never knew that.
Yeah.
I don't know what I expected. I was one of those people, pick a subject and go with it. Like, that's just always been my mindset. Like, you know, people say, like, oh, let me explore. Like,
Yeah.
I said, it was either go into the arts or I go into law.
Yeah.
And when I made that decision, it was like, I'm
Yeah,
taking it
that
the
was
whole
me.
way.
That was me as well. The exact same thing.
Oh, really?
It was theatre or
Yeah, theatre.
it was theatre or law.
Oh.
Trying to do a little monologue right now. No, I'm taking that.
No,
I had a
I used to dabble in the arts a bit though. I remember with the ACS.
Heritage.
Heritage. I saw both of y'all.
Alright, chill out, guys.
Both of y'all.
Black hair. What's my thing?
Wear your hair long, short, or braided, but don't forget your roots. These are yours.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Even
I was
when you
actually going to
finish.
study history, but I only did law because I didn't want to have to go and do like GDL, that extra year.
I didn't even know about
Let me tell
that.
you one thing about Lucy.
I thought I was going to be a lawyer. That's what I
Lucy
thought
knew
after that.
the roots.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel like I knew the route until I spoke to you one day and you were saying, and then you do this, and I was just looking at her like, hey,
Do you know what it was like?
Literally.
this level is so different.
It's because I had like a 10-year plan in it. Like I
Wow.
already.
At your tender age. That's
Yeah,
really
so
good.
like from the age
Wow.
of 15,
Be
I was
like
like, okay,
Lucy,
cool.
boy.
I'm gonna go
Honestly.
study law, blah blah blah. So when I was like 16, I did like shadowing in a barrister's chamber. So then I knew that you have to do
when I
X,
was
Y, Z.
working in Gap wearing tracksuits.
No, I was at waitress.
Doing up
Trying to get the
style.
different colours.
But yeah, like I think I just wanted to know what I was getting myself into.
It's good. I feel like it's
do
really
you
good.
think that was
really good.
school prompted or was that just you as an individual?
No, that was just because like I'm just scared of life, like everything.
Really?
I always want to anticipate.
What's coming?
Funnily enough, like I've not gone down the traditional route like you guys, so I've had to break away from that.
I'm
Yeah.
like you actually, because I my dad always reminds me of this. He's always like, Sasha, we went to my interview for what's that thing, secondary school, and they asked you.
Do you have interviews for secondary school? Just
Yeah,
like
the
private
secondary
Some
school.
of
That,
them you
no,
do.
it wasn't private, but it was just a really good school at the time. So they were just very like you know. And so they were asking, what do you want to be? And apparently I always used to say, I'm going to be a lawyer. If not a lawyer, I'd be a pastor.
Hey,
Sasha.
What uni did you go to for that?
In Jesus' name we pray.
But so I feel like from young, I always was going to be a lawyer, or I'd always studied law, I guess. And then I got to uni and I said, I don't want to do this. So I broke
But
away.
don't you feel like the degree has nothing to do with the practice?
I don't feel like it does.
Literally.
No, but I
Oh.
feel like because so like you as well. Not I didn't have a 10-year plan. I just did stuff. So I remember sixth form. I did shadowing with barristers from Simmons and Simmons. I did some work experience with O2's legal department. Like I had some really like good exposure to the actual practice side of things.
That's something I wish I did.
It's because I definitely didn't know what the LPC was until.
No, listen.
Really?
I literally thought I was going to be a lawyer after my LLB.
Really?
Because the way everyone was talking to me, they're like, hey, lawyer.
Yeah, but do you know what it is,
everyone
like,
everyone
Yeah.
thinks
no,
that.
you guys are like not crazy for that because I remember
Yeah.
third year, like a week before our last exam, I was sitting in the library explaining to someone on our course
Absolutely.
Yeah.
the next step.
It was probably me. I was
Yeah.
probably
the next
listening.
step, and then he was like, "Oh, so I have to
Really?
apply for law school." I said, "What did you think this was?"
Nah.
Yeah.
All I knew was training contract vacations. I didn't even understand what that
What
meant.
that meant.
Or
Yeah.
what the order
The
of it
steps.
was.
Yeah.
Do I do
Yeah.
my TC before my vacation scheme or
Yeah.
what?
I remember just honestly, it was just the shadowing, and there was this one lady who was shadowing, and she had a child. Her daughter was in like Switzerland, a boarding school or something. She didn't have a life, and I just said, "No, this ain't for me. I like my life." I was just like, "No, I'm good," and
then
that's where I was just like,
As you
"Nah."
grow up, then you realise that the life is unless you have money.
You got suffer.
You got suffer.
Yeah.
But catch 22, because I feel like where I've gone into, I'm like, I'm all right.
On that point, what do you guys do now?
So I'm a compliance consultant for
Okay.
a consultancy firm that works, obviously, financial regulation in e-money markets. So
Okay, how'd you get into that? Like when we finished.
actually, so there's a time where I had to take a gap. I took a gap year in between sixth form and starting uni, and my dad was very much like, "Gap year, you better do something." So he paid for me to do this compliance course with ICA, International Compliance Association. And then when I did it with them, I met this lady. I was actually 18 and I was like youngest person there. They were all like 50-year-olds.
Wow.
And this lady was like, "Oh, come do work experience at my firm." She worked at Mazars, which is an accountancy firm. Went to do the work experience for like 3 weeks, I think, 4 weeks. And then they offered me a job, like a school leavers role.
Okay.
I didn't pass. They had to, because they offered me the job. Excuse me. So they offered me the job on the Friday, but by Tuesday they wanted me to take those tests
The psychometrics.
Yes,
Yeah.
excuse me.
Oh, never passed one of those in my life.
And I am, it wasn't happening. And so I was just like, okay, cool, I'm going to uni anyway, so whatever.
Yeah.
And then obviously uni happened. Then I really realised that I definitely don't want to be a lawyer. Definitely going to go back to compliance. Then my sister worked at Funding Circle. It's a peer-to-peer lending platform. They're pretty big now, actually. And she was just like, oh, I've got a sister. My dad was like, okay, you need to get into either compliance or AML, anti-money laundering, get into that sort of thing to get into it. I was like, okay, cool. So I did, my sister got me a job at the firm she was working in as well, at Funding Circle. And I was in AML, so anti-money laundering. I did that for about 18 months. And then
This is after uni,
yeah, straight after uni. But I was actually going to go do LPC with...
Luckily, you
Oh,
didn't do
yeah.
that.
or masters with LPC. I got placed at Queen Mary.
Oh.
I didn't know anyone that went Queen Mary, you know.
Yeah, I was really about to start, then God came through and said, no, get your money.
Hey, you can't be saying that on the pod, man.
No, I'm sorry. For
But
me.
it's good that you didn't do it. That would have been a waste of money.
Honestly, so then so I did 18 months at Funding Circle. Then I moved into the role that I'm in now as a compliance consultant. And I've just, been there since then. It's lit.
Wow.
It's lit.
Glory.
Can't convert her.
Honestly,
Pastor
thank you.
Sasha. Hey.
I'm so finished.
I'm a compliance officer and a pastor.
Oh, gosh.
What about you, Lucy?
Yeah. So just a bit of like background for me. Like my mum has never been involved in any sort of educational aspect of my life. She's really like, oh, I trust you to go forth and
Well, you
prosper.
were like 10 and
Yeah,
you were,
because
you were
I was
planning-
like, I was always really proactive. So then when I finished uni, I was planning to go and do LPC. Then I was like, oh, hold on, maybe there's more to life. Like I don't want to rush and commit. So then I did lots of different things. I worked in events. I worked in project support. So I thought, oh, maybe I want to be a project manager. Then I was unemployed for like 8 months. So that 8 months, I was
You must have been bugging with your 10-year
do you know
plan.
what? Like, it was crazy for me because I was like, oh, bro, this is mad. But I did like lots of upskilling, so learning Excel for the first time rather than pretending that I knew what it was.
It's on everyone's CV though.
Yeah, like just doing stuff, volunteering. I went to Ghana for a bit, did some work experience out there. And that's what actually like reignited my passion for law. So yeah, so I worked in like a full service firm out there. Then I came back, worked in project support again. Then I uploaded my CV onto Totally Legal. And then someone from in-house legal department called me and they were like, oh, we've got a data protection role. And all I knew was that I interned in my second year at Accenture. And a lady there was like to me, she's earning like over 100k a year, like in data protection and regulation. She was like, oh, you might not know what it is now, but it's going to be important down the line. So jump on it.
She was prophesying.
Yeah. She was actually so amazing. So then I took the role. I was there. It was a 6-month fixed term contract. Ended up staying for like a year and a half.
Oh wow.
So that just came to an end, and then now I'm moving into a privacy consultant role. So that is like data protection, a bit of compliance, and then regulation in like the telecoms industry.
Wow.
Yeah, so I've been around.
Maybe not every day LPC, you know.
But I do you know, like I'm still thinking about the legal route, but I think one thing I'm very grateful for is taking the time out to try different things, because do you know, like with law, we're told about the traditional route. You do the VAC scheme, training contract, interview, blah, blah, blah. This whole, like, we're almost, like, 3 years since, we graduated.
Yeah.
Since these 3 years,
We
like,
actually finished our exams, like, 3 years
around,
ago.
this time,
Oh my days.
Yeah, crazy.
It's crazy.
Graduation, 17th July? So
this
year will be
Oh
3
my
years.
days. I can't believe that.
No,
That's
it's
so
actually mad.
nice.
But I'm so grateful for meeting so many different people, because I've seen, like, a majority of routes and lots of people doing, like, slaying in their lane, doing their own thing, rather than just following, like, the bog standard route. Like, you find, like, career change. So, like, I met a lady last week. She's worked in financial crime
Yeah.
for like 20 years, and now she's going to do the LPC because she wants to be a
When-
lawyer.
You
when
could do
people-
the
yeah.
LPC anytime.
Anytime,
When
yeah.
we were at law school, we'd meet like people that are like what? in
We
their
were the youngest in our
30s.
classes.
Even
we were the
same
youngest.
age,
Yeah, there was no one that was
as our
like
parents.
21.
Do you guys
Yeah.
remember that old man that used to sit in our lectures?
Yeah.
so old.
I wonder
yeah,
what
he was
he's
cute,
doing
bless
now.
him.
Maybe he's
Yeah.
doing his LPC.
He could be.
Wait, the white old man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I was sorry. I don't know what.
There used to be another lady who used
Yeah,
to just
there
come
was
in
a-
and
yeah,
sit.
yeah.
What, were they observing or they were?
I
actually
don't
studying
know.
with us?
I feel like the
don't know.
old man was
I
actually
think the old man was
studying.
actually on
Yeah,
our
Yeah,
it
same.
was.
But
Yeah.
that's what I like about law. It's so diverse. Like, you're not just restricted to one route, which is good. I wish I done what you guys did and took the time out after graduation to search, but I feel like I had my mind set on, I somehow ended up wanting to be a chartered accountant. That's another
Wow.
career that I've had.
A chartered accountant.
Yes,
Journalist.
I just
Sports
knew
journalist.
that.
Animal journalist.
I just knew I had to do like my ACCA or
Yeah.
whatever,
Wow.
all
Yeah,
of that
yeah.
stuff. But I just couldn't figure it out. So in the summer, I was trying to figure it out, but I didn't know where to go. I was applying for things that I was way underqualified for.
Yeah.
Then Danielle just called me. She's like, "Have you applied for the LPC?" I was like, "No, what's that?" She sent me the link.
Wow.
Done it ASAP. And then during the LPC, I remember speaking to Danielle because we were right next to a chartered accountant office. And I was thinking, like, do I just stop now and go there? But I don't, till now, I still don't know, like, the proper route. And I had a talk with my mentor at the time, and he was like, if you want to do that, you're wasting your time. That was the day, the first time I cried during the LPC. But I'm so grateful for the LPC because
You say
it's
the
so
first
different.
time. Is there another time after?
Oh,
that?
there's many times.
I didn't
cried on the
cry.
first
I
week.
didn't
See,
cry.
What are you
and this
talking
is
about?
why I'm
No,
just
there's
like,
I
many
didn't cry that
times.
much. I didn't cry that much.
But
I
the
cried
L-
more in uni.
Yeah. I definitely cried more in uni, but, you know, it's
know.
necessary.
My
for
To be
first
me.
honest,
week,
I wasn't
I
doing an
remember.
act of God by telling you. I just didn't want to go by myself. I was really trying to rally up the troops.
She forced me to go
I was
at the
like,
time I was going.
everyone switch your campus to Moorgate. They were going to go Blues Route. I said, everyone switch your...
No,
You
it's
think I could have
good.
done it by myself?
Yeah, there's
I was
no
going to go
way.
in January, to be fair.
Yeah.
That's like that. So two of my friends, so Showa and Temi, they did theirs together. S is doing hers now, and she's going
No,
through
you
it,
need
boy.
someone.
Because the type of people you will meet there versus the actual course.
Yeah.
is a lot.
Particularly if you don't have a trading contract when you start.
Yeah.
It will literally make your
It will
spirits
humble you,
down.
yeah.
I don't even know what.
That's
But look at God.
honestly.
Baby.
And I
see-
feel like you need to go with someone because we all know like what to do in a situation of panic. Like if I'm panicking, they know how to react to me, and I feel like you need that in the LPC because you're continuously comparing yourself to the person that's sitting next to you that has got a training contract at Field
No, their
Fishers
dad
and their
owns
dad
it.
owns a firm in Australia
their dad
and
owns
America,
it.
and Slaughter and Remain is
Yeah.
only across the road. You know you're never
Yeah.
getting in there,
Yeah.
so you need it, man.
And as much as like you're grateful for the people that like, for example, like I made friends on the LPC that were always trying to give me that opportunity. Oh, I don't mind reading your CV, but after a while, you're tired of being the one at the bottom.
handout.
Yeah.
I can hand you my notes. Like it gets frustrating because it feels like I'm a loser amongst winners. Basically.
Winners, yeah.
So that
And
was
you
my
know,
first-
like the conventional successful people, it gets to a point the advice is always the same.
Yeah.
And
So
it's
I
annoying.
used to be like, no.
Yeah.
Go into them talks.
It gets
Oh,
unrelated.
leave
Like
me
I
alone.
started to get bored of that because
I
it's
feel
like,
like for me
you
it
can't
gives me
relate to me.
anxiety.
Yeah, you're sitting there and all of a sudden you're like, I need to update my
It
CV.
makes me
To update my
seek.
CV.
It makes me
Seek.
seek.
Yeah.
Yeah, strike one.
I'm
makes me
doing well,
seek.
man. I'm doing well.
Because I just feel like it's so far fetched from me.
100%. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I went to Oxford and I got 3 A
Yeah,
stars
you
and
just
2
like-
A's.
No,
And
do you know them ones when she's like, yeah, I like really struggled, but I got 3 A's and a B.
Yeah, you're just
I'm
like, when they're telling their story, you're
by the
like,
way,
yes.
the B is the struggle that they're talking about. The B is the
But
struggle.
one thing I liked about the LPC though, when we had those open days, like we would see like paralegals there, trainee solicitors, and we'd see a lot of people like that look like us. So when you're speaking to them, they're like, you can do this. Like there's no need to be scared. And
Did you not realise there's not a lot of light shed on the paralegal to lawyer experience?
yeah,
It's very much apply for your TC.
Yeah.
If you don't have a TC, don't bother going
Yeah.
into law. But each of us have gone through the paralegal route.
And
Oh,
I
really?
think I prefer
Yeah.
it. I think I prefer it.
Yeah. As soon as I finished law school, is it law school?
Yeah.
Yeah. I started working like a week before I submitted my last thing.
Yeah.
Only God.
Wow.
And yeah, from there. onwards,
See, my thing is that so I would like to do the LPC, but it wouldn't be because I feel like I need it. It would be because I can do it. Do you know what I mean?
Nah.
And that's
But
I
that's
know
a very
no,
expensive. I
no,
wanna feel
no,
like I
exactly.
can.
No, but exactly. That's
That's a
why I
hobby,
wouldn't
you
do
know,
it. And also my thing is that I've committed so much to things like in between that time that I've left uni.
Mm.
Can I stop the job I'm doing now, the salary I'm getting now, and everything to now do this? I can't do it. I can't do it. So
If anything, do the SQE. That's the new one because it's a lot cheaper.
is that the one with the
It's the same thing, but it's just like a new qualifying route.
Yeah, isn't it like modules? Like
Yeah,
you
it's
take-
literally the same. It's literally
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah, I
Only
was
thing
reading
though,
that.
like the way they do it is like, you see how we have like tutorials and stuff like that. It's less like a school environment,
Yeah,
and
it's
more
more
like
independent.
yeah,
Of
you
course,
log
yeah.
yourself in sort of vibe.
But I
And I
don't
think that's
really.
harder.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
already
It is
enough.
harder.
Yeah.
And you can't apply for a master's with it anymore because it's not.
And you need that
You
master.
need that
So you
one.
need to knock a
So
few.
yeah, you've lowered the price.
Okay.
by
And you
one
have
hundred
to
yeah,
you have to
true.
have a firm that supports it as well, no?
You don't
for
need
your
a training
qualifying
contract.
experience. Yeah, you need a.
So you can
Yeah.
basically you
Yeah.
can get experience from
Go
four
on, Lucy.
different.
She knows.
Hello, I've been reading, yeah. So it's rather than the traditional like straight 2 years in one place, you can do
Yeah.
up to 4 placements in different places and get signed off.
Oh.
So I think obviously
So it looks like that sounds
it's
like a
there
headache.
to break.
You've
It's
got
sounds
to
long.
look for
it's
them.
Yeah.
there to break
Come on.
barriers, but I kind of feel like
It's long.
yeah,
It's just
still
new
long.
barriers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's new barriers.
different-
And
in
obviously
different
like
shapes.
firms can still do LPC up until like 2032 or something.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
really and
Yeah.
truly, how viable is it?
So the question then is, does law actually open doors for you then? Or is it one of those courses that is a waste of a time?
Oh no,
Never.
I definitely.
Waste of
Never
time.
just open
Definitely.
doors. Waste of
I think
time.
I'm
gonna
Danielle.
skim over that. Is it?
It's okay, you try. You done well up until this point. I'm proud
Julia,
of
be
you.
careful.
Ah,
How the
we are
mighty
next.
have fallen.
It is you that started this too.
What was that just one? Yeah.
No, Tottenham.
Tottenham.
I think.
This one was. Oh, I can't remember.
See how God
Skim
works,
or
as you lot were
something.
saying. No, I didn't say skim. Never said that in my life.
Wait, what was the question?
Is it a waste of a time?
Do you know what? I think
No.
obviously you guys are all working in the legal industry, so probably us two are like best placed to discuss
Yeah,
that.
definitely.
Yeah.
I think no, because even now all the roles, so like the roles I've applied to are like privacy, regulation, compliance. They're like, oh, you have a law degree.
Yeah.
As soon as you have that law degree, yeah,
Really?
your
Yes.
price has gone
Yeah.
up because they assume
Yeah.
that
It's
you've
so
got
like-
this wealth
Yeah.
of knowledge
Yeah.
and like all the skills.
Unfortunately, because I don't.
We were
They
sitting in the
can
library
make it, yeah.
at 8
But,
a.m.
like,
trying to submit to
Literally,
10.
all the skills that you're supposedly getting from the law degree
Yeah.
transfers to every sort of
Yeah.
industry. So, like I said,
Yeah.
I've worked in events, I've worked in project management. They're
That's
like,
true.
oh, your law degree will help you in this. And I do feel like everything that I have taken from the law degree has really built me up to this point.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's why I don't feel like there's nothing I can't do.
Yeah.
So, like even
Yes.
like
Glory.
Hey,
to
why
God.
does our podcast always
No,
say like
but-
testimony time?
No, because this is why I say to you, LPC, I could bang it out. That's how my mindset is, because I feel like the LB really tested me enough for me to be like, you know.
but
No,
you,
I'm not
the
gonna lie, babe. The
LPC
LPC.
I know it's a whole different
Like,
thing.
different ball- Do you know what it is? I feel like
ball game.
If you like reading an LLB, I'm telling you, sister.
And with the LPC, you can't get away with not reading. You can't get away with cramming. You can't get away with doing
There's
the
no
last
revision
minute.
time. What do you mean cram? There's no
Listen.
revision time.
Oh yeah,
You
because you
finish
got
your lectures
exams.
and then
I am happy as a consultant.
See,
okay?
this is why I said, like, if I ever did qualify, I'd try the paralegal into, do you know, like, when you paralegal and then you can prove that you've acquired the skills? Because I think for me, I've worked for so long that the idea of going back to uni,
Studying.
I feel like I'm too dumb.
But do you know
If
what?
that makes sense.
The
You'd be
LPC
surprised.
is fun though.
Is-
It's actually fun because I feel like
Why
it's
is she lying?
no. Can I tell you why? Because we've all
Why is
said
she
this. Yeah, the reason why it's fun, well, at the beginning anyway, is because we're so used to learning case law and legislation. When you go to the LPC, you're actually learning of what you're gonna do in practice.
yeah.
So you're thinking, okay, cool, I can actually
Yeah.
see myself doing
Yeah,
this.
I rate
You get
myself more.
excited. Yeah, you get excited because it's like it's not something that's impossible. It's not so far fetched. You actually can do
I'll be
it.
on the train. I can put my book in my bag, but I'll be on my lap like this.
When I'm walking past Slaughter and May, I'll be holding my mergers and acquisition book like.
I
got
don't
my
even read. I'm
lawyer.
like this on. I'm
You got
reading like
my
this on the
lawyer.
train. I don't care about commercial law. I'm saying it like
And
everybody know on this train.
no one spoke to us. Did anyone get experience from that? Absolutely
Oh
not.
my god! Oh, those stories. Oh yeah, I was reading my contract law textbook
fam.
and someone offered me people.
Just drop it down in someone.
After
in front of,
like
suited men.
3 months, I just put it in my bag, man. I knew
I was the girl with the bag that was overflowing.
Listen.
We
No,
used to bring 2 big bags
Or
of
suitcase.
full of
No, the
books.
books
When I
were too
heard
mad.
that you used to go and collect your books with suitcase, that's when I said this is not
Nah.
It's
Do
me
this
that
on the
fumbled
way
the
home.
bag. I came with a Sainsbury's carrier bag. I said, so when they said,
Why would
I
you
don't
do
know.
that? Because
I
you
literally don't
knew.
know. I don't know.
You
Did you
knew.
put something in your bag as
I
well?
left them in the locker because I have to come back again because I
That's so
couldn't.
funny.
I was so
Oh,
shocked.
wow.
It's crazy
Yeah.
though. 'cause
Those people think this girl's fresh.
I've been speaking to some people that are like doing undergrad and they're having that experience where they're like, oh, I don't know if law's for me. And I always say like, you don't know if law's for you because that's just not a reflection of what law is.
Yeah.
But like you guys said, your experience of, I don't know if this is for me, came from your experience rather than the degree itself,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, I'd definitely say like exposure to the actual industry would be the deciding factor of where you go.
And I'm not gonna lie, guys. There's something that I feel a little je ne sais quoi. You know, when I say I studied law, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to
feel
you.
bougie?
I felt not bougie as such, but more like I did that. Do you know what I mean? Like
I
I
hear it.
genuinely feel like I did, and I feel
As
like
compared to what degree?
we're not gonna go there.
I was getting cancelled.
We're not trying to step on toes.
We're not trying to step on
Like,
toes. I will no. I'm not gonna reply to that. But no, like there is something that I'm just like, oh my gosh, like I did that. Like and the fact that as well, like, you know, when you apply for roles and they see you've got a law degree and they're really like, oh okay.
I see you got
I
a
get
degree.
it.
Yeah, it's definitely respect.
And then
you.
they
get
sort of
kudos
you
for it.
actually
I
get
wish
bumped
I
up on the
had that
list.
experience because
And so-
You don't.
everyone's just like, yeah, law degree.
They don't
No,
even
you
look
get
at that
and
more
even
time.
now, like the firm that I'm currently working for, my manager has tendencies of kind of being like, yeah, Sasha, you did law, didn't it? So I'm like, my friend.
Yeah, that's the annoying
I'm like,
part
which
though.
law? I'm like,
Because they'll
excuse
come
me.
to you with like, oh yeah. So obviously, like with data protection, it's like regulatory, but sometimes we look at like supplier agreements, all that kind of stuff. So they think I'm some commercial lawyer. So when it comes to that, oh Lisa, we've got this supplier agreement.
Got an in-house lawyer in the
Yeah,
building.
could you just-
You're like, I'm going to
Have a
Google.
look at-
I'm going to Google.
No, literally, because obviously, like with
Speaking under the table.
like let's say for example, with like data protection, there's a lot of like qualified lawyers who do the qualifications and then like jump on it because
Yeah.
it's just interesting.
That's a
Then
lot of
they'll be like,
compliance
yeah,
in general.
They'll be like, oh, yeah, this vendor agreement, I think the clauses are a bit off. Could you draw up some new clauses? Obviously, I can do it now because I have to do it. But before, I was like, this is
6.1.
yeah, I
practical law.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's
You're on practical law, actually. Yeah.
But then it's
Practical law.
that's what I'm saying as well. Like people have this sort of they expect the top from you guys, like from you because of your degree, and
They still
and
hold
in
you
the
to some
way,
level, yeah.
yeah, and it's nice. It's nice that I walk into a room and be like, yeah, I studied law, and everyone's like, oh, yeah, you come here. Do you know what I mean?
For
And,
us, it's nice in like
Such a
in
nice feeling.
for us, we get that, but like you know, like when you're in church or like you're at like a family fight, they're like, hey, baby lawyer.
My daughter's a lawyer.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is? I feel like we don't really value the LLB as much because it's like sort of like a throwaway thing.
yeah.
Like,
Moved on
it's
to the
like, okay,
next
yeah,
level,
we
yeah.
have to
Yeah.
do LBC now. Okay, yeah, I need my
Yeah.
training. Okay, yeah, like it's very much. I don't have time
got a
to.
first in like my undergrad.
Yeah,
degree,
no,
like,
there's
and
no
hear
time.
the banner you lot were saying I was on. Like that's something
Yeah.
that I should cherish. But
No,
Of
you should.
course.
it's literally like it went out of the window because it was like, what's next?
Yeah,
Because it's not appreciated anymore. But if it's law school now, then I feel like we get the same sort of
To be fair,
Yeah.
in practice, I don't feel like any of my education is appreciated anymore. To be fair, like I feel like because also, so I did the compliance thing, and then I did my LLB, and then I also did like over the years I've done some qualifications.
Yeah, don't ask
Stop.
us.
I'm looking at those qualifications in like AML and compliance and stuff like that, and I feel like when you're in practice, they're not relevant as much anymore, and especially working in regulation, things are changing every single year. Like
a lot of the time it's common sense.
everything, and so a lot of the time, I'm using a lot more common sense and also just reading. Like you have to stay on top of annoyingly, on top of reading and stuff of like what's changing in the laws and stuff like that. But
I don't mind
think-
being a superhero.
Obviously, like with you, what you said, LLB is like a throwaway because with every step you move to, there's a new challenge to take on. So like I'm hoping to do CIPP, which is like the privacy professional stuff, and that's only so I can get a salary bump, not because I'm actually concerned about because like with the regulatory space, like you said, it's changing consistently.
It changes.
Someone will come and ask me a question like, "Oh, we've collected this person's information. Are we allowed to do that?" And I literally just have to go and find out like, what have you done? Why did you do this? And then make a judgment based on that. A lot of the time, I don't even know what I'm doing day to day. I just have to make it up as I go along and hope that I don't get any fines.
See, mine was more because my experience in the AML role that I had is what I'm now using most. So for some firms that are my clients, I'm actually not registered, but like I'm down on their books as their MLRO, so money laundering reporting officer.
Okay.
And so, but that's
That's a lot of
from.
pressure, no?
Gosh, I'm not gonna lie. When it started happening, I was like, I didn't choose this lifestyle. Like, why are you guys doing this to me? But my manager was simply like, oh, but you've got the most experience. Oh, you've got a law background. Oh, like, you know, that kind of thing. And so, it, you know, now I look back and I'm like, I didn't learn any of this through books or reading. It's simply practice. So one thing that I would say to listeners out there is get as much exposure and practical exposure. That's what you want, because it's all a bit. Even if you mention one word in an interview, that could get you in.
It's true.
It could really get you in. It's not like with you guys where, oh child, what y'all do?
What was the
There's
notable
only
case that this?
certain buzzwords, isn't it? With when you're going for a TC, there's just bait buzzwords that you have to go for. But like, I think what I'm even learning from you guys is just not being afraid to try different things.
And I think that's the biggest thing sometimes, because I feel like if you're not, I think a lot of us were Lucy at 15, like trying to plan our life, like I need to do this, especially with law, because it's so like boom 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 procedural. I think even sometimes when you are on that route and then you like make a slight detour or change, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm like actually doing this, like I'm so scared, but it's like, it's actually okay. Like I've switched practice areas so many times. I started off in personal injury. Like who the hell wants to be a personal injury and housing as well?
Oh wait, what was that before? Wills and
probate. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like even things like that seem like they're so large. Like, oh my god, you're changing the practice area. But it's like, I think obviously when we know that we want to do what we're doing, we're on the route of it. But I think even little changes like that are our way of kind of trying new things if possible, or like,
and we're young.
You
know, I think we forget that so much, but we're so young. We're so young.
Someone's gonna be watching this thinking, right, you lot have done all of that in the space of
like
it happens so quick as well. You don't even realize.
We are so young, and we shouldn't be worried about, oh my gosh, like what's next? Because there are people in their 50s getting into what we're getting into now. So we have so much time, and literally. The world is your oyster. The world is literally our oyster at this point. We're so young. A lot of us, I don't know about you guys, but there's nothing really that's tying us down just yet. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing, like there's no kids. There's no husband who's there like saying, yo, where's my dinner?
Where's my dinner?
God forbid.
What dinner?
You gonna eat this textbook?
No, but literally, with me now, every time I'm a bit unsure, I just say like, the saying, every dog has its day. Like we will all get to a point where it's finally clicked. We've reached the destination that we're traveling to or whatever.
You lot make me saying
about being young, sometimes comparison like really steals your joy. You look at this person like, oh my god. So like I remember there was a girl that we went to uni with, and we follow each other on LinkedIn, and she's qualified, like she's fully like
who's that?
I think her name's...
Wait, I'm trying to deep how old we are.
No, like
24, 25.
She started training contract straight away.
So she got her VAC scheme. She went to her VAC scheme in second year, got her offer once we got into third year. She's literally qualified, corporate lawyer.
That's amazing,
when I was unemployed, she was finishing her last seat. So obviously, you're thinking like, rah, like my life is a shambles. I'm not where I need to be. But then you, like you said, you meet older people who are like, you're so young. Like even when I had my interview for my new job, they were like, you've done so much in so little time. Like you're only 23. When you go into the workplace, like you're one of the youngest.
I'm the youngest.
I'm the youngest too.
Like literally, the person probably right after you is like 40, 50. So it's like it's hard to do it. But when you are at each step, take it in, appreciate the process.
I was saying
appreciate the learnings that you've got as well, because you're fantastic, even to be able to reach that point. That's why like now I really do I don't even let things worry me. Like I don't like get stressed. I was just unemployed for small 2 months. Everyone around me shaking. Someone was like to my mum, tell her to go and do nursing.
Of course.
Ghanaians love a nurse.
No, but I think Zimbabweans as well.
Do you know what it is,
Bloody
though?
hell.
Like, I always say to my mum's never pressured me, but I always say to her, like, when you have come from a foreign land and you've come here, you don't have time to aspire, you don't have time to dream.
You
It's
just
just
do
what
whatever's
you-
available.
yeah,
They're on
it's-
survival
yeah,
mode
survival mode
24/7.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
But like with me, I'm not gonna live my life like that. I'm gonna throw the net out
Yeah.
and see how it
We
goes.
have the privilege of not having
And
to.
you know what?
We're
Like,
gonna be such good parents.
literally, I was talking to Garfield one time and he was like to me, you need to fail forward. And then you're like, God forbid, I'm not a failure. God forbid. But the idea of like, okay, cool, I'm gonna try this out. It might not work, but I've got time to pick myself up, carry on,
And even
try
if
the
I'm
next
falling,
thing.
at
So
least
much
I've gained
time.
I've
ground.
gained some learning.
And I'm further than I was
So
when I
literally,
started.
we had this conversation
Yeah.
like last year, and since then I've been failing forward. Most of the time, it actually works
These
out.
are giving us quotes.
Are you writing
What's
this
going to be
down?
the title? I don't know what the title's going to
Failing
be.
forward.
Failing forward.
Failing
Why
forward.
does it sound like an Hollywood movie?
No, but like literally, even during like my lowest points, where it's like, okay, cool, I'm not really enjoying the work I'm doing. I don't have a job at all.
This is
I
really speaking
appreciate,
to me
like-
for real. I'm actually scared.
I know, like I actually appreciate what's happening. Type of thing.
Yeah.
So like in the last 2 months, I've had like 18 interviews. So this is like first stage and second stage. And you know them ones when like you're fatigued, yeah. But I was thinking, right, like we're in a pandemonium, a panoramic, whatever you want to call it. And the fact that I'm getting interviews
It's
means that
something.
I'm doing something right. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like now nothing scares me.
Yeah.
No,
you know what I
I
mean?
think that's good because just listening to what you're saying, like I'm actually scared for real. Like I'm shook
She said
because I
nothing
feel like
scares her. Why are you scared?
no, as in of how much. Stop coming for me. How much I could relate because when me and Julia were working at our previous firm, them lot will tell you I was
Wait,
so
that shall
wait,
not
you
be
guys-
named.
you
Yeah,
guys-
we did work together.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
the same department.
Wait, do you guys work
Yes.
together now?
No.
Oh, okay. I was
They
going to
left
say,
me
what are
out.
you? Buy one, get one free.
But when we were working there, I was working in family law, and that's something that I'd never even considered.
Yeah.
Like during my LPC, all of my modules were all corporate, commercial. Like family law was just not for me. But I just thought, you know what? Let me just do this, get the
Get your foot in.
experience. 8 months in now, I'm like, to these lot, I hate it. Like I genuinely didn't enjoy what I was doing every single day. And with like corporate applications, you need to have 6 months experience in a commercial field. You need to have 8 months. They never ever allowed you to be like somebody that's what's it called? Like it was never entry level basically. And then I ended up getting a job at NatWest, which I didn't ever think was possible. But before that, I remember I had been a call with Danielle, and I was like, yeah, now it's time for me to completely change career lanes because I genuinely did not think it was possible. But from getting NatWest, I then got another job, which I'm in now, in a big firm, which I literally never thought it was possible. So it is important to look at every single step that you take and actually appreciate it, because even though I didn't like what I was doing in family law, I'm not gonna lie, I gained so much valuable experience that I'm able to use now.
Yeah. Another thing as well, like even back at uni, we used to talk about this, like make use of the resources that you have in that time. That still applies when you're working. Like where your company is saying, oh, we'll pay for your, I don't know, whatever you want to study quickly. Like just do something, just do it. Because once it's gone, it's gone. And so just soak in everything you can in the moment, definitely. And yeah, just think today's not going to be the same in 10 years time, in 5 years time. Like
It's true.
So what we're telling the law students that they should stick it out. Yeah.
push through,
Right.
push
Yeah.
through.
Out.
Because
Okay.
you know what, it will never
Push
be a
through.
situation where you're gonna be unsuccessful. It's never gonna be a situation where you're not gonna proceed to pursue your dreams. It might seem like that in the moment, but I think you always have to.
And I've never heard
remind
of anyone who
yourself.
regrets it.
Yeah.
Studying law. I've never heard of anyone who regrets it.
No. Joe,
No,
even
them
when
not
they
enjoying
say
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even when they say regret, like they can still understand how far
There's
it's brought them.
positive
Yeah,
change.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I think like the point where I was unemployed, like my brother was like to me, every part of life is a seed that you're sowing and you'll reap it in a different way. So I know some people, so I was speaking to a lady last week, she was a lawyer, like transactional stuff, capital markets, private equity, debt finance, that kind of stuff, like big money. and now she's moved into legal recruitment. She's recruiting other people to be lawyers.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking, what kind of downgrade? But then she was like, she saw that she was able to beat the odds and qualify and be successful and was making hundreds and hundreds of thousands, but she was seeing like gaps where she could make a difference. And now she's placing people who are not the traditional candidates into roles that they are thriving in.
That's
So like
so
literally
nice.
every part of your life.
To my face. That's so sweet, man.
So like literally, she's taken like a massive pay cut, but she's never
She can
been so
afford to.
fulfilled in her life. Do you guys?
She can afford to, please.
But it's like
She can afford, she earned the big bucks before she saved. Rightfully so.
Pro bono.
But that is
charity.
really nice.
She bought some
though.
Bitcoin.
not the Bitcoin.
She bought some Bitcoin.
Isn't
it's like-
Bitcoin down today or something?
But
I
shall
wanna
go on.
ask
Elon Musk is doing a lot.
I
He's
stay
pissing
in
me
work,
off.
I
Yes.
understand. I stay in work. Okay, cool. Let's go round. Advice to a law student that's currently going through it. Start with you, B. On the spot. Just picture yourself in Maltings.
Let me just think.
Ignoring us.
All right, that I was gonna say the nap can wait, and I laugh, but the nap can actually wait. You can push through as much as you can. I took a nap before submitting my dissertation when I could have been reading it for the third time around, for example. The nap can wait. There's always going to be time to sleep. I don't think you lot are really...
No, I
Yeah,
hear you.
I
I'm in my own current job.
I'm about to
that can wait.
I think mine would be it's okay to do things on your own. I feel like during uni, there's a point where I was relying on my friends. And also, I lived with friends that were all studying law. And then all the friends outside, so that you guys would see each other. We're all sat near each other. We're all studying law. So I sort of relied on everyone else but my own intuition and my own, like, intelligence. It's okay to do stuff on your own. And it's okay to do something different. The same way how your papers came back 66,
Honestly,
54, whatever.
Rattles.
Honestly... Sometimes go for it on your own and you will see that you're actually intelligent and it's okay. You can branch out from your friends and do amazing still.
Yeah.
Even career wise.
Yeah. Knowledge.
There's so many things. Oh,
I feel like
she
you've
needs
got
to
so
write a
many.
book.
Honestly,
Yeah.
you've got so
From
many.
you.
It's so many
I
gems.
prophesy.
She's small, but she's mighty.
So many gems.
oh no.
Literally.
You're made for a time as this. Like, you are good enough, and you will.
You were preaching. Should we start singing?
So like, I'm crying. Not her singing.
Every podcast, seriously.
Yeah.
You might think that you're not good enough or it's too hard, but nothing that's worth it comes easy. Stick it out. Like, be brave. Don't be scared to ask for help as well, because you'd be surprised. Like, I remember when I was in third year, I had some stupid assignment from, I don't even remember the module, and I didn't know what to do. And I literally messaged some lady on LinkedIn and I was like, this is so random, but I've got a deadline in 3 weeks and this is the question, can you help? She was like, oh, I'm really busy, but give me 1 sec. She sent me some notes.
Wow.
And this is someone who was like qualified time ago, but she kept those kind of things. So
Wait,
like,
Lucy, sorry.
Yeah.
You didn't want to contest your grade, but you were LinkedIn people.
like,
What?
I was
You were
just
LinkedIn.
like,
You were
stuff
LinkedIning.
that I didn't make sense, but it worked out.
You were LinkedIning.
Wait, you're Zimbabwean, innit?
Yes.
Yeah, it's coming through. That
You were LinkedIning people.
Stop.
Come on now. He
Not
says
me
Zimbabwean.
being tried.
Leave my people alone. It has nothing to do with my tribe.
Sorry, the total elephants. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so you are good enough, you can do it. And
Thank
don't
you.
be scared to reach out to people.
No, because I'm going home and I'm opening my laptop and I'm gonna do some work. Thank you,
Aw.
Lucy.
Tonight.
Yeah, no, I'm not
Which
gonna have to do
child?
this.
No,
capping,
that
bro.
yeah, I'm not going
She's
to.
gonna
do
go
that.
eat McDonald's.
No, I'm going to. I'm not going to McDonald's. Don't eat that anymore.
Okay.
What did you say before the podcast?
She
though?
definitely
That
came
we
here.
should
She
go
said,
Box Park.
lie.
You said no.
lie.
You said no to Box Park. You said you're fancying McDonald's, no?
Chicken nuggets and
I
what?
She said no, a crispy
Crispy
nugget.
nuggets. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
No, I didn't think about it. I'd say like be very fearless because everything that we've spoken about in terms of like submitting, checking, whether like your grade can go up or speaking to people on your course, like all of that stuff is like being courageous. I think people hold themselves back by thinking like, what's the consequence of my action going to be? And if you worry less about the consequence and just live in that moment and just do, I think you'll feel a lot better. Like if it's about reaching out like you did, or submitting an application that you genuinely don't think is going to come back successful, just do it anyway. Because the thing I realised,
Ooh,
is that when we...
realist. You're a realist.
The
thing you realised.
I was actually speaking to you. Sorry, just come
Multilingual.
Did you understand?
Oh, Julia, yours is coming.
I'll be really good.
Be very careful.
Her turn is coming.
It will happen when she's away from the mic. That's what happens.
She just be careful.
Annoyingly.
God, do your thing, man.
I'm gonna scare her on purpose.
So I realised that on the course, I was holding all of these people to such a high degree just because they had a training contract. But they also had fears. They had fears about what their future would look like. And so when you realise that we're all just the same, trying to figure stuff out, you build up a natural courage to just go for it.
Yeah.
Just go for it. That's all I've got to say.
Well, you lot
Strong,
say
Julia.
basically
Be
everything.
careful. Don't.
You lot are gonna make me stop it. You lot have made me think. You've lot. Oh.
With
No, that
and the
was-
lovers.
DJ Can you not see this? Get out of here. Okay,
No, go on, Julia. No
just to
pressure.
round off.
No pressure.
You guys have said a lot, but I would say, just to add, live in the moment. Like, appreciate what you're going through as we speak. And I think another thing I would say is that no part of your journey is an accident. Like, you can, girl, Beatrice knows, Danielle knows, no part of your journey is an accident, because everything is literally aligned for such a time that it will you know, join together and become the thing that you've been waiting for. So I think sometimes when you're in like LLB, you can't see past your situation. It's like, I'm here, I don't understand this essay, I'm probably gonna fail it. Am I gonna graduate? Like, I might, like, do you know what I mean? All of that stuff. So stop it. Beatrice, this is actually
Are you going
to
to graduate?
She said something. What did she say?
I can't remember
No,
what you
just-
said.
We're gonna watch it back anyway. But
Exaggerated.
anyway, like, no, like, honestly, sometimes, because I remember myself even in second year, I was so scared because I was like, this counts. Every single day, this counts. And then third year came, it's like, oh my God, like, I'm so scared. But I think if we learn to live in the moment and recognize that what is supposed to happen will happen in the time that it's actually supposed to happen. You will literally live life peacefully, knowing that, you know, I don't have to worry because it's gonna happen at the time it's supposed to happen. I can't make that.
Ooh, a word.
No, literally, like, I can't speed it up any more than God will allow it to happen. So if I can't speed it up, then why worry? The Bible says it. I always come back to the word of God, but that's just
mad.
what
Wow,
it
the
is.
spirit is really
For
moving,
tomorrow.
because today I was actually saying I felt like God today really showed me that when I denied something, it wasn't. No,
Delayed.
when I delayed something, I wasn't denying it. And now I was saying exactly what you're saying, like things coming together and you're like, oh my gosh.
It was all for a reason.
Yeah.
It was all for a reason.
I love those moments.
Like, oh my gosh, I prayed for this.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I love
I'm
those
taking it
moments,
to
man.
church. I'm so sorry. You need to remember where you like the things that you prayed for.
Yeah,
Because a lot of the things that
So
we pray for are
important.
coming into fruition, but sometimes we are so like, sorry, I have to.
No, yeah, go on.
Sometimes we're so focused on the end goal, we forget that there's actually places that God has taken us from, you know. We were literally sitting in the library, crying, doing all of these things, like
She
thinking,
get
where? Literally.
Listen,
No.
I remember it so well.
And even this is so beautiful to me because it's like, we started in the same place, but it's like we've gone through different...
Oh, full circle.
Yeah, no, literally. But it's like we're all here and like we're all thriving in our careers. We're doing what we need to do, and like God has been with us.
And we're all
throughout.
under 25.
Do you get it?
Yay! I haven't even touched 25, you know.
No, like it's actually
Cut
really
ourselves some
amazing.
slack,
I'm
man.
so
Let's
proud.
not.
And also just to add, because you know this is an advice to
Youngers.
uni students, right? Also, I feel like I don't know about you guys, but there's no straightforward journey. There's not, you know, law school, LLB law school training contract. There's never, and that's why there's so much beauty in law. Even if it's a thing where you had to resit an exam or you have to redo the whole year, that doesn't mean that you're not going to make it, and it's not the end of the road. You just have to keep going. And when you get to the next stage, you're then going to appreciate that stage that you just went through. Nah,
Thank you guys so
this
much for
episode
coming
is
on to
amazing.
our pod, man.
I've loved it.
I just wanna
Thank you
cry.
for having
I
us.
know.
Thank you.
Not crying.
And we're like literally so proud to hear like everything that you're doing.
Yeah.
It's lovely to hear from you guys doing this as well. It is.
Thanks, man.
It's really
We're
nice.
trying.
I owe it to Lucy, you know. She really motivated me. I did not know where I was going until Lucy sat down and said
LPC.
Y, Z. So thank you, man. I really
And this was a episode to sort of help the people in like uni and stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know about you lot, but
Yeah, no, I've taken gems.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
Wow, things are changing.
Alright, let's sign out, guys.
What was that?
Bye.
Bye.
I'm done.
Oh, that was good.
Oh, is that it?
Good.